What's up, Pisces? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot. Here's a look at your week ahead starting July 6, 2026. Pisces, I hope all is well. Welcome any new subscribers to the channel. I appreciate you. The decks I am using, of course, will be listed in the description box, not reading any reversals. Before I begin, I want to mention, I hope you guys had a wonderful 4th of July, that you were able to see some fireworks, attend some sort of carnivals or whatever, and just had some fun and were safe. Okay, 4th of July. We'll still be hearing fireworks going on for the next 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks prior, 2 weeks after. It never fails. Anyway, I'm going to shuffle up these cards here, cleanse the energies here from doing Aquarius' messages, and we're about to grab all the energies here for Pisces. And just to let you know, like I was telling everybody else prior, I do pre-shuffle these cards after each session before I hit the record. So if you feel that I don't shuffle the cards enough, that isn't the case. I do shuffle these cards up prior to hitting the record. Anyway, well, one popped out, but it didn't turn over, so we're not going to, just going to put it back into the deck. All right, Pisces, let's give it a cut and begin your messages for the week. And for you, we're going to start off with the first card in energy. We got the Major Arcana, the Death card. Okay, so it's not physical death. It just means some major life transformation is about to take place. Normally, I always say there's something that you must identify to put to an end. Something needs to come to an end. Something needs to come to a closure. Now, that's up to you, Pisces. I can sit out here and spew all kinds of stuff, but this reading is for you. I don't know you. You know what's going on in your life, so you know if you can identify something that needs to come to an end, that's why the Death card is here. But also know that once you are able to identify something that needs to come to an end, something is going to replace that. Always does. The most simplest thing that I assign or attach to this Death card is that you could just be spending a week just, removing yourself from some things, not yourself physically, just clearing up some sort of clutter, clearing up spaces. That's what I meant to say. Okay, maybe that's all that it will be. Following that, we have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords here just represents some sort of buildup of some fears, anxiety, could be tension, nervous tension, possibly not sleeping well at night. She's, wrapped up, she's blindfolded, and she's also surrounded by the swords. You can always see yourself out of any given situation, Pisces. Just know that. But be careful here with the Eight of Swords, because I always say this is the trick card. The trick card means mental stuff, creating mental end results to a situation, person, or event. And then if the thing that you thought about mentally comes to pass, it doesn't even come nowhere near what you put together in your mind. Okay, so that's what you're doing in terms of a disservice. Don't do yourself that disservice. It may never come. It may never turn out the way that you thought it would be in your mind. But if you are dealing with the Eight of Swords this week, try to reduce any conflicts that you are dealing with so that you can feel better, because this is not, it's not as bad as the Nine of Swords, but if nothing is done, then it leads to the Nine of Swords energies, which is much, much worse. I also get a break in the communication with family members, friends, or romantic partners, whether or not they're near or far, with the Eight of Swords. Following the Eight of Swords, now we have the Page of Pentacles. For some, there's an offering of a job. It's a birth of a business idea, or it could be for the other Pisces that I'm reading for, that there's a turnaround in your financial situation for the better, or it's about to be. Up next, the Ace of Wands represents surprises that may be coming in, something fast, rapidly, to put a smile on your face. You being the initializer, this is the card of initiation, so beginning some level of passion. It could be a relationship. It could be a new job. Okay. It could be a startup of a business. It could be a creative pursuit. It's totally up to you, whatever you're passionate about. Following the Ace of Wands here, now we have the King of Swords. Be careful of entering into unnecessary gossiping with others. She's capable of that, although she's a great communicator. But there's something major in terms of an action or a decision that you're about to undergo this week. Now, it may be connected to the death card. Remember, I said there's something you have to identify that needs to come to some sort of closure. So maybe this is you, and she's looking forward, that you already know what you need to put an end to, okay? Following the Queen of Swords here, now we have this sun. The sun comes and shines and smiles on you, Pisces. Okay, with the death card here, wow. I think I predicted this last week. We had numerous power outages just this weekend alone. Okay, and then the nerve, depending on what area you live in, the major energy supplier, which is Pico for me, their workers went on strike like this morning. I'm like, are you kidding me? So we had multiple power outages during the week because of the extensive heat. And I guess it was putting a strain on the system because the people were using their air conditioners just to cool off. So again, it may be that we are going into this week here with extreme temperatures, and we're going to be experiencing power outages, shortages, mechanical devices and stuff like that. But aside of that, that's just the prediction that I see with these two cards here. This still is a very positive card to receive, Pisces. It's smiling on you, okay? Something to be happy about, joy, success. It's the yes answer to any question that you pose to yourself, feeling childlike. Some Pisces that I'm reading for may be the Pisces that work in the health industry. It could be that there's health appointments, whether it's blood work, radiology, all of that's going to be fine. Okay. Also, the sun comes in to offer blessings and also to heal in any area that you need healing in. All right. Following that is the Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands. Rapid energy comes in. Actual person could come in, assist you this week. Could be a family member, friend, could be a romantic partner. Just helping you out with something possibly that you need help with, and as quickly as they come through and the work is done, or the help is, the help that you need before it's done, they exit just as quickly. But the purpose or the presence of this Knight of Wands in the spread could also indicate a new relationship taking place. So it could be a romantic partnership. It also could be a platonic friendship. Things are intensifying with the Knight of Wands. Things are becoming more passionate. Following the Knight of Wands here, now we have the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is actually pretty good because it's a no drama week for you. Again, I always read the Eight of Cups the same way. Your back is to the cups. That means that you don't want to deal with any unnecessary emotional stuff. If you've dealt with some in the recent past, and whether or not you've come to some sort of closure on it, you're not carrying that energy into this week. Okay, so your back is to the cups. Following that, now we have your energy, the High Priestess. So this makes this reading that much more powerful. Okay. So to pay attention to your intuition, because that's what the High Priestess is all about. Still, opposites attract. You could be hiding secrets from someone, shielding secrets from someone. Someone could be hiding or shielding secrets from you. I think the computer or the laptop in the laptop in her lap could mean that there's some information on someone's laptop that could be about you in terms of a secret, or you've found out something about someone else on a laptop that was kept in sacred. Okay. All right. Normally, though, the advice from the High Priestess is that there could be something going on here for you this week. Again, it could be associated with the Death card. It could also be associated with the Queen of Swords. It could also be associated with the Eight of Swords too. I'm sorry. The advice is just to be patient. Okay. Be patient a little while longer for whatever it is. Fill in the blank. But yeah, something's going on here with, somebody has some information on a laptop, personal information, and it could be about someone else, or it could be about you. Okay. But most importantly, pay attention to your intuition. Last card I have for you is the Seven of Pentacles. All right. So some of you may be putting in the grind this week, trying to get that income. For others, it still would be a pay raise. It could be a job offer, could be a promotion, could be bonus money, or you're saving up for something greater. Now, the Seven of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles are the only two cards that would branch the pentacles out amongst the rest of the messages that you receive in the form of opportunities that may open up to you. It doesn't always have to be related to money, but be on the lookout for anything opportunistic that may open up to you this particular week. Okay, now your shadow energy, we're going to finish off with the Justice card. Okay, justice being served. This could be, for many of you that I'm reading for, turning out to be a more balanced week, because the scales will represent the balanced energy in all areas. With the Seven of Pentacles here, could be payouts, and also the Page of Pentacles when it comes to judgments, not garnishments, judgments, litigations, you name it, settlements. Could be a week of just, expressing yourself more freely, feeling liberated. And also someone could be getting married in front of the Justice of the Peace. Okay. All right. So Pisces, this is what I have for... No, I'm not finished. I'm going to throw some oracle messages here for you. So, if these messages, in addition to your general messages, do not resonate with you, just leave them alone. But I choose to throw additional messages here to support your general energies. All right, just to give you something extra. All right, give me some oracle messages here for Pisces. Oracle messages for Pisces. What do you want them to know? And I think this oracle deck that I have selected is leaned more towards love and romance. So we'll see. Let's see how things turn out. All right, so the first one for you, Pisces, is Journey. This one says this is a brand new experience for you. You have met or will meet someone who will change your outlook on life and provide you with many growth experiences. Next one up here is Resolutions. This one says any issues in this connection are being resolved. If the situation is at a stalemate, there will be an amicable split with no hard feelings. Surrender any control or hard feelings to move this situation forward. Now, that could be directly connected to the Death card, and then your decision to possibly end the relationship, if that's the case. The last card that I have for you is Separation. Here we go. You and your person will become separated and take a break from each other. This break may be temporary or permanent. Time apart is on the horizon or has already been initiated. Again, you, the Queen of Swords, or something has to come to an end. Now, I'm just throwing that in there. It doesn't necessarily have to mean an end to a relationship, but that's why I choose to draw these extra messages, because oftentimes I make connections with the other cards that are already down there. All right, so this is what I have for you this week, Pisces. As always, it's just me interpreting these messages here for you. Take what's going to work, leave the rest alone. Moving forward, you guys have a great, safe week ahead. Always come back here to get more of these messages from me, Pisces. But before you leave, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, until the next time, take care. Ciao.